Hey, what's good, y'all? I'm back. I'm doing an addendum to the video that I did last week, or yeah, it was last week. So the reason why I want to do that is because I mistakenly assumed that that wasn't something I was supposed to include in the journey, but it very much does need to be included. And I won't get into the specifics yet. I'm gonna save that for next week. I seem to be in a rush to get it all over with and just get it out there. But like I said, the ending is more, that's more for me. I mean, I already know what I believe, and I just gave a few people out there some keys to keep me tight. And then at the end, we'll sew it all up. But I still know exactly what I'm feeling. And I know exactly what I've been talking about. I know uh, just my resultant outlook, if you will, and it's blessed, man. It's so blessed, and I'm telling you, man, like. Not that I never thought I had a hard life. I still don't think I have any kind of hard life whatsoever. I definitely had a hell week of sort, but if you only could understand like how I still felt while I was going through that. Like, I mean, these are kind of feelings that I just couldn't fathom. I can't explain to anybody. And as much as I try to explain it, I feel like I'm overwhelming people because I'm overwhelmed myself. And so as I start telling you about it, then you're gonna, it just comes off negative. It really does. Like, and that's my fault again, because I'm expecting the people to understand exactly what I'm saying or what I'm feeling, and on some level, some people relate, and then I'm trying to bridge that gap, and so it goes against everything I'm trying to say because I'm just preaching a positive message, man. That's it. And so, again, I know how I feel now, and it's something I still have never felt. I never understood this. I don't know. I still don't get it. Like, I know ecstasy. I know how ecstasy is supposed to feel, or I know what we call ecstasy. This is different, man. I mean, shit, my whole adult life, I've been chasing ecstasy, or when I'm not chasing it, I'm laying in the cut thinking about it or desiring it. You know what I mean? So, like, I know what that feels like. This is not that. I'm talking about, conversations with people, like just where the hairs on your back stand up. I mean, you just get chills talking to people because you'll tell them a story or they tell you a story, and you're just like, well, wait, oh, I don't know what the hell. It's confusing like that. Or you guys know what I'm talking about. Like somebody will hit you with a message, or you'll get a text, or my phone will go off, and it's just like, how is that so? And everybody's been throwing terms on it, synchronicities, serendipity, all these other little, I don't care what you call it. But it's been weird, man. It's been weird because I just never felt those kind of feelings. And so, like, just, those looks you get with people, those exchanges you get with people is a whole different kind of feeling for me. And to me, that's the kind of ecstasy I'm talking about. Something sustainable, something that, the other one, that's a thirst that's never quenched. You're always wanting that, always, always. I mean, simultaneously you want it, but the difference is the old me, like lately, like those doors were way open in a lot of regards, and I'm like, yeah, but that's not what I'm about right now. That's not what I'm looking for. It doesn't nourish the soul. It's yeah, I don't know how to describe it. Like it's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something deeper than that. Like, and so like that stuff in the past, you would have me thinking, damn, I'm living in heaven. But the difference is now I know I'm living in heaven. And it's the distinction is real because instead of thinking about things that don't make sense or are unimportant, I'm able to appreciate stuff. But the problem has been, I'm an Aries, man. I'm an Aries. So when I'm passionate about something, I'm go, 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 go. And so I need to learn to slow down so I can appreciate a lot of these moments better than I have. Because, yeah, no, it's just, it's so overwhelming, and I want more, I want more, I want to test boundaries, and, uh, and actually it's just kind of like leaving me a little bit deflated in some areas because again, like I've always been passionate. Like, sometimes it was good, oftentimes it was not. And so the difference being is my passion many times would be filled with negative energy, like, resentment or hatred for whatever reason. I was a hater, man. Like, man, who are you? That was kind of my way of thinking, man. This is not that kind of energy. Like that dissipates quick. You will run low fast if you're energized on negative energy. Whereas positive energy, man, like, man, I was experiencing some crazy lows, man, like just like helpless situations where I'm a grown man that I don't ask for nothing. I don't need nothing. I was still hesitant despite, being in some serious danger in a lot of situations where I was like, and again, those situations were out of my control. They're unrelated, though they're so related. So I'm trying to untangle them, but they do intertwine. But a lot of those situations where it was just because I was so and when my energy would get low, just the most, unlikely sources would fill me up, and they didn't even probably understand how they were doing it, but I mean, I was getting it. And then you get it from, of course, the likely sources, because, man, truth be told, man, I was putting myself in a lot of danger, like, and not intentionally, like, not recklessly like that. Like, I'm not, self-destructive. I probably used to be, but in terms of like, like, I just want to know more. And so I'm like not sleeping good. I'm obsessed. Like, I'm not going to the gym, or I wasn't going to the gym the way I did. And I wasn't eating. I lost a lot of weight. I almost don't recognize myself, so much weight. But yeah, so like that stuff like is just, that's what's been so challenging to me. Because again, like, with real hardship, you're trying to deal with real feelings. It's hard to separate the two. But man, I'm telling you, I got some cool revelations to share next week as far as, the things that were happening. But, from what I'm told, took me to the hospital. I spent some time in the hospital, and I guess I was really, really close to danger. Like, I don't know how facetious or exaggerative some people were being about it, but, I know it was communicated to my mother that 5 minutes more and I would have probably been laying in a ditch somewhere. So that's the kind of heat exhaustion and delirium I was dealing with for real reasons. But, I think it too, while I'm dealing with it, I'm like a principled individual to the extent where I'm like, man, I ain't folding though. So I'm gonna keep doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And those thoughts were probably not coming from the right place. So I was pushing, and I don't think like it's just because of this. I probably would have pushed no matter what. So it was just happenstance. But I think that my appreciation for it is much different than what it would have been in the past. Because honestly, I thought it was fine, but probably wasn't. I definitely wasn't actually. But yeah, moving forward, like. I just want to say that, this is an exploration for me. I'm trying to figure out new feelings. I have a lot of things that are inside me that I just never experienced before. And so I want to share that with you guys. And eventually I'm going to tell you a lot of the things that I've been doing and I'm working on, that I'm discovering, because I'm working diligently. I'm pushing hard to kind of figure out, I'm really trying to organize my life. And that's where all my time's been going, because I just want more time to appreciate. To appreciate the things I truly, truly love. And so my message to anybody out there that cares would be, man, really do some internal reflection. I recommend meditating more than you can imagine. And I'll share some tips that's worked for me. People have thrown that in my face for a long time, and I was just like, it's not my thing. But now I see why that's so, so, so important. Because it allows you to see what's actually important in your life, because there's red cones everywhere. And trust me, I'm a wormhole guy, man. I see, because when you're looking for clues and you're looking for signals, and you're gonna get them from all kinds of places, and you'll chase them, and there's nothing wrong with it to a degree, but it's a distraction and it wastes your time, and your time is what's so precious. People will arbitrarily put their pressures and their time schedules onto yours, and it's unbeknownst to them. A lot of times it's I don't think they're doing it intentionally, but their lack of understanding, or your lack of understanding, or the time isn't right, or the space isn't there. All these things factor in, and it creates internal conflict, because you're like, no, I know what I want, and I'm sure somebody else knows what they want. And when they grind, nobody's getting what they need. And so I need to learn to slow down, and I will. And but again, if you don't meditate, whatever you need to do, man, I hope that you really, really look at the things that you just couldn't be without, and just appreciate those. Because man, I just lost pretty much every material possession that I thought was valuable to me. A lot of electronics, and my car, you know, my favorite clothes. But man, I'm thinking about sentimental shit. Like I want my favorite underwear back. You know, like stuff like that. My socks. You know, things that like just I was in a routine of enjoying and brought me personal pleasure, whereas anybody else would have been like, well, I don't know what the hell that means to you, but please, please, please appreciate the things around you. Take time, smell the shit with the roses, and whatever other phrases or euphemisms or anything that you can use to get the idea of what I'm trying to convey. Because for this dude, I gotta go see my babies tomorrow, and I couldn't be happier yet. Like it's crazy. Like I'm trying to keep myself calm for this video because I know what tomorrow's gonna be like, and that's what this is all about, man. That's the real love. That's the Father's love that I've come to appreciate, and I'm learning more about, and it's just beautiful, man. It truly is beautiful, and so thank you all for everybody who's delivered. I mean, gosh, man, I can do more 45-minute videos like I did last time, just thanking people, because you just don't have any clue. You don't. And it's weird because when you do hit, I'm just like, what the? It's crazy. I'm telling you, and I've seen this before with deja vu, or just like, you know, this is consistent. And so it's really easy to get distracted, but I'm gonna do a better job with that. Keep riding with me. I'm super excited about where this is going, and I hope you are too. So, hey, be easy, y'all. One life, one love, one king. Take care.